guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, Siser did drop a new Easy Puff, and they have it in the glitter colors now. So these are very similar to the Diamond Dust colors. If you've ever worked with the Siser Diamond Dust, they do come in these kinds of colors, and they just turn that into a Easy Puff in the glitter. So we have Rainbow Black. As you can see, I have used a good amount of it. We have Orange Slice. We have Cinnamon Rose. We have Blue Raspberry. We have Dream Gray. We have Sour Apple and Pink Salt and Pastel Lilac. So super pretty colors. This is the shirt I'm going to be doing in today's video. I did use the Rainbow Black, the Orange Slice, and the Cinnamon Rose. Hopefully you can kind of see the puff and how good it looks. Hopefully you can also see the camera is picking up the glitter. It looks absolutely amazing. I also did this one here where I used Dream Gray, Blue Raspberry, and the Rainbow Black, and then I also mixed in some holographic. Again, hopefully the camera is picking it up. But I absolutely love this product. It is super easy to work with. They are going to send instructions, but wherever website you purchase this Siser glitter from will also have the application instructions. This one is on a higher temperature. Normally I press puff somewhere between 280 and like 295. For this one, it's at 310 degrees. There is a 2 to 3 second first initial press, which is like a tag down kind of activation press. You peel the carrier warm, and then you press it for another 10 to 15 seconds. It is also a medium pressure, so you do not have to have firm pressure for this puff to, you know, do what it has to do. I did not use firm pressure. I am not using a pressing pillow. I'm not adjusting my pressure on my, I'm going to be using my Ricoma heat press, my 16 by 20. I'm not adjusting the pressure on it. For those who have been here for a while, you know I don't adjust the pressure on that press because it's a knob and it's hard to turn. So if I need to use firm pressure, I will use a pressing pillow. But for this puff, I will not be doing that. So I'm using true medium pressure. It's a warm peel and 2 presses. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you how I kind of set up this file, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how it cut. I'm going to be using my Siser Romeo. I'm going to show you that it on the paper that comes with it, it does have cut settings for the Siser Romeo and Juliet, the Maker, the Cricut Maker, the Cricut Explore Air series, and then the Silhouette and the Roland. They provide cut settings for all of those, okay? And I'll be showing you all of this information in this video. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one today. Definitely get out your notebooks and write this stuff down. But this is what we're doing today, guys. So definitely go ahead and stick around for that. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start off on the computer here. I want to show you how I set up my file. I did purchase this from Etsy, and it came in as one piece. So the way that it's set up right now is that it would be cut as one piece, all of the same color, whereas I want to use 3 different colors. So I'm going to kind of show you how to do that in Leonardo Design Studio, okay? First thing I'm going to do is if I try to go and ungroup this, it's going to like these are the pieces that are grouped together, okay? The way that I want to cut it is I want this all to be one piece with the bottom, and then I want this like a leopard print to be one, and I want Crafter in the solid to be one. And that's not the way that it is right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select every piece, everything on the mat here. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go to paths, and I'm going to I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to ungroup paths. And what this is going to do is it's going to make each individual piece now. Okay, so that's the half of the R, and then the center part, the E. So now everything is one individual piece, which is what I wanted. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the paths but I'm going to combine the paths that I want to all be together, okay? So I'm going to start at the bottom here, and everything here is what I want one piece to be. So I'm going to select all of it, right click, and combine paths. So now this is one solid piece here. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the next part, which is the leopard print. Select all of it, go to paths, combine. So now this is all one piece. And then I'm just going to keep going. This is going to make it so that I can change the colors of different pieces if I want to, versus having to make every single, uh-oh, I forgot one. Let me go back. Versus having to make every single piece, you know, all of the same color. I didn't want to do that. Okay, so now I have all of my individual pieces grouped the way that I want, and now I can start changing the color. So I want this piece, I'm gonna do this piece in the black rainbow. So I'm gonna turn this piece black. This cheetah print piece, I'm going to put in orange slice. So I'm gonna make this one orange. The word crafter is going to be in the cinnamon rose. So I'm going to make this one like a burgundy color. This next kind of, I think it's cheetah or leopard print. I'm not sure. I want this one to be orange as well. And then this last piece here, I want to make in the black rainbow. Okay, so we have black rainbow, orange slice, and then cinnamon rose. This is how it's going to cut on 3 separate mats, or it's going to be placed on 3 separate mats. But this is how I wanted it to cut. Okay, and then I'm going to make this, I'm putting this on a large shirt, so I'm going to make this like 10.8. I do like my designs to be a little bit bigger, and I'm going to drag this down just a little bit. I don't want to distort it too much, but I do want it to be a little bit longer. I think that looks okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and send design, and then I'm going to show you how I cut it. So the way that it's placed on the mat is exactly how it was on the canvas. Now, I don't want to waste all of this vinyl that would be cut in between these two. So I am going to adjust this and bring it all the way down here so that it cuts with as minimum amount of vinyl being wasted as possible. And I can cut this in half here and then just press those 2 layers separately. Same with this one here. I'm going to bring this down so that I am not wasting that much vinyl. And then I can just cut right here with a pair of scissors or a rotary blade right in between here. And I'm not wasting a ton of vinyl, okay? You do want to make sure your mats are mirrored. Okay, this is how I'm going to go ahead and cut it. For the Siser glitter puff, the Easy Puff, it is very thick. It's very, very thick. They suggest cutting it, I believe, on like 45, force of 45. Mine is on 60 because I cut a lot of glitter HTV and I cut a lot of flock. So because of that, mine is on 60, but you definitely want to make sure you do a test cut for your blade because blade depth and then blade sharpness, all of that matters. So definitely make sure you are doing a test cut. But I'm going to go ahead and get my pieces pulled out. I'm going to come back and I will cut and weed a piece with you guys so that you can see how it cuts and you can see how it weeds as well. All right, you guys. So these are the colors I am going to be using. I'm using this, it's called Orange Slice. This one is Rainbow Black. And this one is the Cinnamon Rose. Super, super pretty. I'm going to kind of show you how I cut them. I do have my strip. It's already cut, so I'm just going to place it on my mat. I do use a mat, and I'm using my Siser Romeo. You can cut this material with a Siser machine, so either a Romeo or a Juliet. You can also cut with a Cricut. Now the settings that I have, again, I've said this before, I do cut a lot of glitter and I do cut a lot of flock. So my blade is a little bit on the duller side. And so that's why I have to kind of cut. I have to cut my materials kind of on a higher setting. There is a paper they sent me with some directions. I am going to grab that so we can see what they say is the recommended cut settings for, you know, if you have a newer blade or the standard blade. Okay, there we go. Let me grab that paper. I just did an area test. I do that every time I'm cutting anything just to make sure that it lines up on my material the way that it's supposed to. And then I'm gonna go ahead and send that to the cutter. Now here is the recommended, right here, the recommended cut settings. So for Romeo and Juliet, you can either use the 45 or 60. Force is 35 to 45, speed 10, and then the offset, they have the Cricut, Explore Air, the Maker, the Silhouette, and a Roland. So these are all the cut settings for the machines, like the more popular machines. Mine is on 60 because, like I said, I do cut a lot of flock and I do cut a lot of glitter. So because of that, that's the reason that mine is higher. Again, if you have a newer blade, then you can probably, you know, go ahead and use those recommended settings. I just wanted to kind of lift it up just to make sure it cut through. Now let's go ahead and weed it and see what it looks like, and then I'll cut the other two pieces. Oh yeah, that cut beautifully. No issues whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my other two pieces cut and weeded out, and then I will come back and we'll go ahead and start pressing them. All right, you guys, so I have all of my pieces cut and weeded. I also have my heat press set to, it's already preheated. I have it set to 310 degrees, which based off of the application settings here, the temperature is 310. You want to do the first press, because this does require two presses. You want to do the first press for 2 to 3 seconds, peel the carrier warm, and then you press the second time for 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, now because we're layering this, some of these layers, like I'm not gonna do the 10 to 15 second press until the end, like towards the end. Okay, so the first layer is going to be this one here. And then this is the second layer. I want to try to press, so I'm going to get this all lined up on my press, because what I want to do is I want to try to layer this in as least amount of presses as possible. So I want to be able to do like the top layer and like this red layer, and then probably the bottom black layer as well. If I can get all three of those to press at the same time, and then press the two orange ones at the same time, that will cut down my presses a lot. Okay, so I have them layered. I'm going to go ahead and remove this orange layer. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this orange layer. So now what's going to press all at one time is the top two blacks, the top and the bottom black, and the middle cinnamon rolls. And I'm gonna press these for 3 seconds at 310 degrees. And it's a warm peel, so let me grab, I thought I had a spare, here it is, like a spare, I kind of use just like a spare t-shirt. Make sure it's adhered, pull a little bit of the heat out. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys so you can see the peel. And my heat press is set to medium pressure as well. And I'm peeling slow. Not super, super fast. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and press both of the orange layers for 3 seconds, and then we'll do our final third press. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, so again, it's gonna be a 3-second tack down. And you can kind of see the cinnamon rolls already puffed up, okay? That looks really good already. But the orange is gonna need a second press as well, so I'm still gonna have to press it again for 10 seconds. Okay. Now I'm going to, oh, that cinnamon rolls looks really good already. I'm gonna go ahead and cover with some parchment paper. I'm gonna put this up to 8 seconds, 310 degrees, and then this will be our final press. Oh, that looks amazing. So the black is puffed up, but because it's so thin here, you can't see it too much. You can really see the orange, and you can really see the cinnamon rolls. Let me turn you guys a little bit and kind of get in front of the ring light here so you can really see it. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks so good. I'm trying to get it to where you can see the puff. Can you see it puffed up on the shirt? Let me show you guys. I did this one for Instagram where I used, this is the Dream Gray, this one here. This one is the black. You can kind of see it a little bit better with a thicker font. And then this one is the blue raspberry. Uh-oh, this one looks like it lifted a little bit right there. That's okay. And then I mixed it with some holographic. So here's some holographic. And then this is the puff. This is the puff. Here's some holographic. And here's puff and holographic. But that is this design. And this turned out really, really cute. And then, where's my cracker shirt? Here it is. All right, so this product is super easy to work with, and it is super glittery. This diamond dust comes in these same colors, and I think that this glitter in these colors, which are, like I said, pretty much the same one as the diamond dust, I like them a lot better in the glitter versus the diamond dust. I mean, I like the diamond dust too, but this is so pretty in the glitter. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time. Bye, guys.